Now the question's always asked, why do I need a mower deck leveling gauge when I have a perfectly good tape measure at home? Well, let's talk about it. What's up guys? This is Brent with 247parts.com, and if you happen to like this video or you find value in this video, we just ask you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as that helps us out as well. Now, like I said, tape measure, deck leveling gauge, what's the difference? They both measure. If I'm going to be measuring my deck to make sure that it's level, I can just as easily grab the tape measure that I already have at home, go to the side of my deck, level on one side, level on one side, make sure that they're both the same. We've got 3 inches here, 3 inches here. We're good to go, right? Not so much. Things that you have to think about, and why it is super important that you do have a mower deck leveling gauge, is that whenever we are going to measure that levelness, we're not necessarily measuring the height of the outer edge of the deck to the ground. And the reason why we don't want to do this is because the way decks are molded can all be different. Once you set a deck flat on the ground, it may not be exactly level. You may have one side that's just a touch higher than the other, and same thing from the front to the rear. They may be off just 1/8 of an inch, maybe even just a 1/16 of an inch, and that will make all the difference in the look of your cut. So whenever we're measuring for the levelness on our deck, we want to make sure and use a deck leveling gauge so that we're measuring the actual blade instead of the deck. I've done many videos on this channel, and then also over on Western Equipment's channel, over how to level your mower deck correctly, and every single time you will see me using a deck leveling gauge. I'm not using a tape measure, I'm not using wooden blocks, because I want to make sure that I am being able to get underneath the lip of that deck, raise up, and then touch the actual tip of that blade, because we're wanting to measure where that blade is actually cutting the grass. So if we're using a tape measure, it's going to be really hard to get right up underneath, put the end of that tape measure on the ground, and try to guess by bending that tape to see and make sure that we have got that just right. So imagine we're underneath the deck, we're looking, we're trying to bend this tape to touch the top to that blade, and now we don't know if we're at 4, 4.5, 5, we're not sure where we're at there. But with a mower deck leveling gauge, we can simply slide this underneath with it flat on the ground, and then we can push down on our gauge until we touch the tip of that blade, and then we can pull it out from underneath and know exactly where we're at. We can write down that measurement, move to the other side, and then make adjustments as needed. Even though it may seem silly and unnecessary, guys, this is a very cheap tool, and something that if you are a lawnmower owner, that you should definitely have, as whenever we're spending that much money on a machine to make sure our yard looks nice, you want to make sure and have the best cut possible. And the best way to do that is to make sure that your deck is level. So if you're interested in one of these, you're looking into one of these, you want to see one in action, make sure to check down in those links in the description below, as I'll have a link to a couple of videos showing this being used, and I'll also have a link there to 247 Parts where you can go to get this deck leveling gauge today. So guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope maybe you found some value in this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as that helps me out as well. Also, if you feel like I left anything out or you have any other questions, make sure to leave those down in the comments section below so I can be sure to get back with you. Make sure that you're going into that description tab, checking out the links to those videos, and to 247parts.com, where you can get all of your parts needs for your John Deere lawnmowers, tractors, gators, compact construction equipment, and even tools. And guys, if you're looking for videos on more just equipment in general, make sure to go check out our other channel, Western Equipment. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure to go buy your parts right here and subscribe right here.